Okay, I think we are good to go. Putting some music for myself, and right there we are live. Perfect. Okay, so since the last time I've done some tweaks, I've just worked a bit on the UI and everything, and tonight I just want to correct the bug of the interaction through the wall. It's a design issue actually. So what I'm going to add is in the prefab for each of the each prefab for each objects, I want to add a point where the character is supposed to go to interact, and this transform will lead in the future to some improvements in terms of like sitting on a chair, stand straight and everything. So I'm going to do that. Since the last time I've improved a bit the menu for the publications in terms of now we see exactly what the publication costs, and that's in clear. You have the difficulty and everything. I've matched the colors in the story menu where you're supposed to write the stories, and I've added some little overlays to give you the description of what you actually get, which kind of science you actually get. So today bug correction, and next week actually it's going to be the implementation of an hiring menu to hire character. I think I want to put that right here actually on this icon. Okay, so the issue was that our character, when interacting with an object, was going to the wrong position. You know that. So to replicate it, I have that. Okay, and for this one, if I'm saying, yeah man, just interact with that, the player is just going to go straight to it. Okay, if I go from the other side, it's just going to interact. Okay, it's going to be working perfectly. But if I just rotate the computer like that, okay, it's going to make some shit. Let's go there, and he is going to want to interact the wrong way because he thinks that the table is actually there. Show again, rotation. Initially it was like that, so he thinks it's like that, but actually now it's like that. I think that's go fast to correct that, so let's do it right now. So the script that I'm using for that, actually the whole building system is based on the script made by CodeMonkey. So first we have to correct the way we are handling the rotation of our buildings, because we are not instantiating the right places actually, which is bad, really bad. And also the other issue is the design. So once up just to check where are the buildings. So first thing I want to check is if it works, because I've literally done nothing right now. Good. I just want to check if I'm when I'm using the deleting option, if the objects are on the right places on the grid when I've rotated them. So that's the first thing. And the second thing will be to check to change the way we're handling the setting direction to the object. Because right now it's just looking at the object, it's trying to find a valid position around it. I mean, this is not game breaking, but that's not looking Polish at all. And if we have time, we are going to correct also the fact that when sometimes it doesn't want to work, right? Okay. This is going to work correctly. That's the issue. When you keep the Unity open too long, it's actually bugging a lot. That's what I kind of realized. Okay. So this is our table. Right position. Okay. What we don't want actually is to be able to delete anything right there. Okay, perfect. Here. Okay. So what it tells me is that those are at the right position. Now, it means that the only issue is the way we're handling this. So I'm going to show you, and you're going to laugh, and that's going to be perfect. Start. Because this looks bad, kind of. So right there, down on the unit game object, okay, which is our units. I will have this one. I've made something really dumb. This is to set. Okay, this is a set destination. So how it works? There's two possibilities. Either it's going directly to the place when I'm hitting the ground. Okay, so we don't care about that. Or it's okay, you have the target position, which is the place you've hit with the mouse. So now you have to check everything around to see what's the closest position. That works, and that's perfect for a one square size thing, like an object or a character. But we want a third possibility for bigger objects, which is going to have some people like my video, perfect, which is going to have set destination for every object, and that's going to be interesting. This set destination, we are going to design it so that in the visual, in the preview before clicking, it's going to show now, and then it's going to hide it, but one thing at a time. So this is direct. Yes. No. And first thing, bull. Yeah. That's wacky, right? Well, let's redesign it a bit. let's make an int choice. Well, let's redesign it completely to have something clean and easy to read. So build labels, let's make it, maybe I have an enum for mood level interactions. Let's put it in interaction. So public enum, let's make a public enum which is going to be destination type. There's going to be direct, around presets. Okay, now let's get back there, and we are going to just make a switch. So here, enums dot destination type, and let's call it just destination type, and we're going to make a switch right there, switch destination type. Okay, that's great. Case enums destination type direct. Okay, so this is this one. Okay, I want that to be a bit more compact. I don't know. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a second case, which is going to be case enums around, which is going to be this one. All of this. Okay, let's break. Perfect. We have to put those here, so int index, int and y, int start x, and int start y. Okay, bit of refactoring here, and we are not setting those anymore right there. Okay, something like that. Yay, yay. Finally, I think the break are looking better like this. Okay, but this can die. Am I doing something bad? Okay, let's refactor that a bit better. Again, that's the main idea here is to rewrite as less code as possible, but sometimes you're forced to rewrite, you know, a bit to make it cleaner. Refactoring is important, more than you can even imagine. So it's actually a bad idea. Don't worry about that. It's going to be okay. Okay, and let's put this one, like the sword thing, right there, and never talk about it again. And here let's just say, okay bro, I'll just call the function set around destination type and just give it the target position. Okay, next let's do a private void set, it's called again okay, that was bad. Okay, so from there to there. Okay, it's looking better. Refactoring. So this is the second one, which is going to be set around destination, target position, which is perfect for one-sized stuff, but we need also to do our last one, which is going to be enums preset, and this one is going to have to be implemented on the prefabs as a transform. So we need to change. I need to take a look at my prefabs. Okay. Building prefabs. Well, this is messed up. I have to change it. That's the free building that we are considering, and we have problem with CID and the computer. Since I'm using mostly the computer, let's check it. So first thing first, I'm really happy because the collision box is at the right place, which means that one good point for Gryffindor, you know. The script that we are using here are place object and non-unit game object. Since we are setting the paths after that we have placed the object, I want to edit the non-unit game object, and I just want to add basically I'm just gonna add, where are the errors? It's saying that there are errors. First I'm gonna correct that. Oh well, okay, so if it's a destination is going to be in enums dot direct, if it's actually nothing, you know. If it's a non-unit, we are going to set it to enums around dot preset, and if it's a unit, we are going to set it to enum dot around. Like that, we are going to edit all of our 3D objects. Okay, are you happy now? Well, it says it's still an error. You know, time to time, this is getting me pissed. Yeah. Okay. Let's check our non-units, and on our non-units I just want to put a transform, which is going to be how to order that. Oh, this is a nightmare. I think right there this is good. So let's say, let's go do it right, you know, and do a cellulose field private transform, which is going to be private transform cellulose field presets destination nation, and let's make a function public transform get preset destination. The main reason why I'm doing that for performance, like creating 2 times the variable actually, but also when I'm calling the function in somewhere, while I'm debugging, I know where it's crashing, exactly where, because I'm calling it through a function. If I'm just looking at the variable, I'm not really knowing anything. That's sad actually. So return preset destination, and that's a huge loss of time. Oh, I'm taking 5 seconds to earn hours, hopefully. And that's going to be exactly the same as set direct destination type, but better. Private void set presets destination type, and I need a vector free target position. And actually I think I can directly copy all of this shit, you know. Okay, this is perfect, but that's just for the 5 seconds. Body to transform content slot to transform the position to target rotation. Okay, so we have 2 good news. First one is that when we are clicking, we are directly sending the current, we're directly sending the current type of game object. So this is great. So what we can do actually is right there, we're never sending the current target position, and we are going to call the target position like that. Is going to be a vector3 non, let's do this code current non-units. Well, sorry. Int object dot presets dot get preset destination. Why is it not working? Oh, okay. Sorry. Dot position. Because this is a transform. Yeah, I prefer to do it this way. So how are we going to do that? It's just all of those objects. On all of those objects, I'm gonna add a little cube, basically, which is going to be for the shape of an arrow, but for now, nothing. So let's create a 3D object and let's do a cube. And since we were pretty done in our way of doing things, as you can see, the normal size of Unity is not really ours. So let's do it this way. Okay. 5. And I'm going to preset the direction to, okay, this, no, oh, this is this one, 5, okay, and I guess that's going to be our destination, you know, we're going to put the chair right there and just let the character interact with that. Yeah, right here. Okay. And let's put it maybe on 0 like that. It's perfectly matched. So I'm not going to let this visual on later basis, but I want to copy that for later. And preset destination right there. Perfect. Let's do the same thing for the CID. Preset destination. Here I guess that I want it to be right there. This is great, I think. Okay, and let's do exactly the same thing for the coffee machine. Okay, let's do it this way. And here I want to have it on the other side, so let's do it like that. 0 minus 5. Okay, I want him to be in front of the coffee machine. No. Okay, so one last thing is to set up this because the functionality is not implemented. So yeah, okay, and just adding that right there. Set presets destination type. Okay, and that should be it. And we'll have managed to correct the bug in less than 30 minutes. This is if it works. Nothing ever works. Yeah, that should work. I would be so sad if it's not. This is not working. Perfect. This means that we don't have on our units no the test case is working. Okay, let's go on debug. On debug interact target there's nothing, and current non-units script is empty. That's not great, which actually makes it even harder. Target position, okay. Get preset destination dot position, okay, that's working. But why is it never set it up? Yeah, trigger next task. We're triggering the next task and the non-units. How is our interactable? How is our interactable list? Okay, perfect. Let's do it this way and rotates. Okay, that's not bad. That's an issue right there. Well, I mean, if it knows that you have to call, I would just want to check something. I've booked everything. Yeah, that's working, and I cannot check on another character because that's the only one I've put in the scene. Which means that right here, rotation is working perfectly. I have something random happening at some point where I should be doing shit, but actually what I'm going to do is to just, do something bad. I want to do another cast because, well, I don't know where it is, supposed to be, and I want to see if it works, and then I'll improve. First I want to see if it works. Maybe I should have put the task system on the scripts, or at least a class, maybe a task class or something like that. I don't know, man. Okay, this is working at perfection. It's looking like that. This is going to be fucking accurate. As you can see, this is, wow, oh, this is really accurate, like, oh, how can you be that accurate? That accurate, yeah. So I know what's happening actually. It's rotating toward the pivot right now, which is there. The pivot is always on the same side, and yeah. So let's give him another target to rotate toward, the same way that we just done, and then we'll leave good friends. So okay, let's do that. Not a problem. And I wanna let that this way, you know. Yeah, it's true. That's what I'm getting pissed at. So let's go into unit. At some point I'm making a non-useful operation, you know. So just say ls field private transform preset destination preset rotation targets. Okay, and let's do big transform get rotation, get preset rotation target. I mean, we are avoiding so many calculations by doing that actually, that it's not like the whole script bypassing everything. So I mean, okay, okay, let's add this to everyone. Save code bug correction and a bit of code refactoring. Next time is going to be a bit more interesting, you know. Okay, to set rotation target. Let's just take this name as it's, and just move that this way. Sounds great. Okay. Sounds great. Okay, and so I don't want to have that. That's working for me. Well, okay, duplicate. I'm a bit less precise like that because, I mean, that's okay. Okay, F2, okay. Initially in the project, I've implemented such things, but I've choose to just remove this feature, thinking that it would be, lighter in terms of code. And I'm actually repositioning what I've positioned before, but many things changed actually. Okay, so this, let's like that, it's going to rotate toward the screen. Great. That gives us a bit of liberty over the pressing reality of using a grid. Oh, poets now. So non-units dot get preset rotation target dot position. Sorry unity, sorry C# dot position. We're just taking another transform. It's the same script, right? Preset rotation dot position, and that should look perfect. Apart that we see the cubes right there, so I'm just going to remove them. But at some point, it's going to look great. This game is going to look great. Repeat with me. This game is going to look great. This game is going to look great. I forgot to save. In earlier version of Unity, you didn't have to save that, I guess. I don't know. I hope I'm not saying too many bullshit in live stream. Okay. So let's do that. Is rotating the right way. Perfect. Now you interact with that. Make some science for me. Okay, it's working perfectly. And now let's just drink a cup of coffee. Is it working? I'm checking. Yeah, it's rotating the right way. I want to fix that to have it everywhere, but the little rotating thing, like, it's one of the first things that I implemented in the game when it was 2D. But I kind of forgot about it. We have time, and well, this is corrected, and what I want to correct as well is going to be the interaction animation when not interacting. Yeah, so let's okay, that's kind of the same bug, right? And then we'll be allowed to do some new features. That's going to be pretty straightforward, because to stop, we are launching this interaction when we arrive to destination. So we don't care about that, we don't care about that, we don't care about that anymore, we don't care about that, even that or that. I guess we don't care about that. Man, dude, where am I sitting on this variable? might mean into interaction animation, like it's written. So this is called when I'm interacting with targets, and interact with targets is called on update. You see the problem. So it's called on update, and when you arrive to destination, you just arrive to destination, current non-units, then is doing an action and launch interaction animation cycle to non-unit. But that doesn't take into account the fact that sometimes publication are not set up and everything. So the current fix that we're going to do is to return something, a message, when you ask for an interaction and just exit, and just trigger the exit, the stop interacting with unit and non-units when it's not set up. And that's going to be pretty easy if I can mobilize my mind. So story production, right? If story script that installs not can start a new story false, which means that we set up a story with something, but else we are just going to exit. Because yeah, I guess that we are int script instance is stopping the interaction. True. Actually is stopping the interaction equals true, and I guess that's the only thing, if I remember right, which will make that way better and correct the both bugs in 5 seconds. That would be genius. Well, yay. Say that in the comment. This is genius. So story, and we are going to ask him story, and he's not going to do a weird thing with his arms. Fixed. Okay, same thing for the publication, since it's exactly the same structure, you know, and we are going to put it right there. I mean, that works for me. That if I'm making this Trello spreadsheet, it's kinda to follow what I'm doing between two devlogs, just to talk about it. Say, yeah, I've implemented many things. Like since the last devlog, I've corrected those bugs and implemented the 5 different science type. So right now I'm pretty tired, so I wanna stop. On next time, what we are doing is going to implement a system to recruit some characters. Like we have PhD students, we have interns, we have permanents, and each of those are going to have their own way of getting set it up. So we are going to make a new resource, which is going to be administration work. Maybe there will be many variations of this resource for not only one type. And this administration work is going to be with money, a way to pay your employees and to hire your employees. And we are going to change a bit this way this is working, because I want the time to go faster without removing results. So maybe let's say that a month is just 7 days, so you're getting the money each week actually, and and just coding the event like that to pay the employees, get the money and everything. And on this icon, we'll make a menu just to follow the evolution of the different resources across the time. That's the next big part that we're going to do. And we are going to do something with that, which is to model a real character that looks nice and not this placeholder, right? And I want to have a character randomization, like airs randomization, clothes type randomization, everything like that. When you hire someone, you're not completely lost with your 10 identical clones. And I'm going to add a menu on the right where you can click to directly go to a unit with the screen. And that's going to be it, I guess, for the ironing part. But as you can see, that's a huge stuff. And then we are going to cycle through everything that we have done since the beginning to polish and implement new ideas. Okay. Well, so we want to stop the stream. If you see this stream later on, just please, if you like this project, just subscribe and subscribe and activate the bell. That would be great, actually.